The following is a presentation of KBEK Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the Nice 95.5 mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
And he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and we are in Braham this evening for this Section 4 Single A matchup between the Braham Bombers and Sejong Academy here in Braham. I, of course, am Ethan Game Day Gilman, and welcome in here this evening. But it's not just me. No, we've got the morning show host of KBEK this evening. Of course, the Braham resident and Braham expert, if you will, as well, Adam Hefty of the morning show here on KBEK. Adam, I would say thanks for joining me, but it's more or less me joining you.
No, this is a lot of fun. I love playoffs here. Playoff volleyball tonight. It's going to be fun between the Bombers and Sejong Academy.
It's going to be a good one. There's not a lot known about Sejong Academy, but we'll do our best as we go forward. So Sejong Academy down there in the Twin Cities, as we take a look, they are a Korean immersion school, which I thought was pretty darn cool. They're right around that, well, this ain't going to make a lot of sense. But if you know where the Maple Water Tower is, or the Maplewood Water Tower is, that's where that is. It's, I guess, in St. Paul, but more or less Maplewood and Oakdale. It's over by there. Achieve Language Academy, Twin Cities Academy. It's kind of around that area as well. If you go over on Midvale, it's over by there on Stillwater Road, and it's a decent sized school. But for this part, it is a Korean immersion school. This year, I think this is actually, Adam, their first year as a MSHSL competing school. I know I watched, I tried to do my research, I'm not great at broadcasting, so I have to keep it underwhelming. But I did a little bit of research, and I seen something they did with the U of M in 2015, kind of talking about their school, and at that time, they were only K through 6.
Okay.
So in the last 10 years, they have grown to a K through 12 school, and again, like I said, I believe this is their first year competing in the MSHSL.
Yeah, no, it's pretty impressive now that they've had some success. They are the 11th seed coming in, but winning a playoff game on Tuesday night against St. Paul City, kind of impressive for such a young school.
Yeah, and if you look at, again, MinnesotaScores.net, this could be wrong. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I mean, we never know with these types of things. It is so different. But if you look at the MinnesotaScores.net, it shows that they have only played in 5 games. Now, I also did see a lot of tournaments for this team as well. So is that those included? I don't know. And if you go to Shrib Varsity, well, it won't let you click on the profile. So we'll try Minnesota Volleyball Hub as well. But yeah, Sejong Academy pretty new to the MSHSL, and again, maybe only 5 games. I'm guessing they played a little bit more, being that they're playoff eligible. But in those 5 games, they were 1-4. But they're also 1-0 in section play. And you mentioned it, they they won a playoff game, on during this week. So obviously this school is continuing to grow, and I think this is really cool for them to be able to compete up in this part of Minnesota, because we have some rich volleyball culture up here.
We do, and it's great that we're going to be able to see 2 different teams really coming in. They don't really know a lot about each other, so just getting the variety of opponents will really help both squads, get better.
It will, and I'm excited to see how this game plays out here tonight. Obviously, Braham is the 6th seed. They didn't get to play in this any teams from this section. Also wondering why they switched, and it's not really their fault either. So it was really confusing seeing that at the beginning of the season, and we were all just like, huh? wait a minute, this is not right. They're supposed to be in 5A, so it is what it is. But they will play in a new section here tonight. It's their first game after getting a technical first-round bye, and then they'll play, if they win, Heritage Academy on Saturday. So I tell you what we're going to do. We are going to go and get a word from our fine sponsors here during the Here's the Pitch pregame show. And then when we return, we might have a special guest joining us for our A&W Hometown Handoff. I'll leave it at that. But we'll be back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
All right, guys, when you get into the end zone, I want a big celebration. Maybe the gritty?
Nah, the Dirty Bird.
Ready, break.
There are plenty of different celebrations after a touchdown. When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are also choices. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral Homes, church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral Services in Mora, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Back here on the Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor training facility. Fast pitch, slow pitch, or baseball batting cages. You can tune up your swing at Here's the Pitch in North Branch. We're now joined by a special guest for our hometown handoff, our A&W hometown handoff, brought to you by A&W in Pine City. I am now joined by the do-it-all man here at Braham, Mr. Kunke. Thanks so much for joining us here.
Thanks for having me, Ethan. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, and we're going to pretend like you didn't just do an interview with
Sounds
Adam
good, yeah.
and talk about some of these things, but there's a lot going on here at Braham. Specifically this week alone, there's a lot of activities going on.
Yeah, no doubt. So I guess I'll start with cross country. We've got our cross country runners at the Section 5A meet in Litchfield today.
Yes.
It was a 4 o'clock start time, so wishing those runners the best of luck. And then, of course, we've got the volleyball team playing here tonight in the Section 4A playoffs against Sejong Academy. Hoping they do well tonight. With a win, they would advance and play on Saturday at Heritage Christian Academy with a 1 o'clock start time. So hoping things go well and cheering on our girls here tonight. And then, of course, we've got the football game on Saturday. We host Mountain Iron Buell for the Section 7A playoffs. So we're kind of all over the board here with our activities and in full swing with our playoffs.
Yeah, this is a great week to be here in Braham and just all over the state. But, again, you are Mr. Do-It-All here. But as the football coach, this will be your second time hosting Mountain Iron Buell this year. As we well know, it's hard enough to beat a team once, let alone twice.
Yeah, you're exactly right on that. It is very difficult to beat a team twice. You know, they can make adjustments. We'll make adjustments too, but we're going to give it our best shot, as you know we will. Our kids are going to play hard. We've had a great week of practice so far this week. We've got one more practice coming up tomorrow afternoon, and can't wait to get back at it on Saturday. It should be a beautiful day, and hopefully a lot of folks are ready to join us on there on the field there at Froyen Field in Braham and cheering us on.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us here during the pregame, and we'll let you get back to what you need to do. Thank you again.
Not a problem. Thanks, Ethan. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That was, again, the AD, the head coach, all in one, the activities director, Mr. Kunke, for joining us here on the pregame. Again, there's a lot going on this week here at Braham High School. As you heard Kunke mention it, cross country, there's volleyball, there's football. I mean, they're just doing it all here this week at Braham High School or near Braham. It's a busy week here, and we appreciate once again Coach Kunke or AD Kunke or Principal Kunke, whichever title you want.
Activities Director Kunke.
Whichever one you want to give him, he wears that hat, but we appreciate him for joining us. And Adam, I know you went a little more in depth with your interview with him, but I don't remember if you were the one who got to call that Mountain Iron Buell game. I don't believe
I was
you were,
not.
actually.
No, I was not there for that one.
So this will be interesting for you because, I mean, you didn't get to see them beat Mountain Iron Buell. But we all know that they had some guys out. But getting a team at home during the playoffs is a game changer.
Yeah, it's a big deal to have a home playoff game. When we talked about, the game for the Here's the Pitch pregame show, that'll air pregame for the game on Saturday. He was talking about how what we were talking about in the morning show about how even when teams play each other in the regular season and when they play in the playoffs, it's much closer in that playoff game because it's win or go home. There is a reason for why it's closer. Those seniors and the team as a whole, they're not ready to finish up their season.
No, they're not, and neither team will be here this evening either, as we are in a Section 4A playoff volleyball matchup here tonight between the Bombers and Sejong Academy. White Tigers, I love that name, by the way.
Yeah.
Love the White Tigers. But we are here this evening. Again, Sejong Academy, I think officially out of St. Paul is where they are from. Brand new to the MSHSL playing field this year, and I imagine they will only continue to grow as they go along. But taking a look at Braham and what they did this year, they went 9-17. Won 30 sets, lost 41. They are on a current one-game win streak, but they won the number 6th seed. Now, you and I kind of looked at this section and went, there might not be too many teams eligible just because on the games they've played according to MinnesotaScores.net.
Right.
All but what I think 3 made the playoffs, so it's very cool to see that this section was able to be as big as it was kind of advertised. For Braham, it started off a little bit tough with a Royalton tournament where they fell to Pillager, Foley, and Staples Motley, but wound up beating St. Cloud Apollo. Now, all those 3 teams they lost to are only some of the best in their sections.
Yeah, I mean, they've played a tough schedule, especially there in the early going.
And then they came out and beat Uppsala, a team who they had a tough game against last year in the playoffs.
Right.
So, but then it was really tough after that because, well, it was a little bit of a long losing streak for them. A losing streak of 6 in a row. Maple Lake, Pine City, Barnum, Rush City, Crosby, Ironton, and Mora. And it was about half and half on the road, half at home. Before, this is kind of where we started to see and feel like they may be turning a corner when they beat Pine City 3-0, because we both knew coming into that one, that might go all 5, and it should be close. Now, not that 3-0 wasn't close, because you mentioned it was closer than what the score says, but 3-0 at home, that was a kind of, I guess, a statement win in a way for Braham.
Yeah, and we were talking about it in the morning show about how, Braham spent a good portion of the season just figuring out who they are. They are a pretty young squad with just a few seniors on the squad. So just finding out who they are, and then once they did, they finished very strong in the conference, in the section, and just for a team as a whole.
Yeah, after that, they unfortunately did go to a Pierce tournament where they would lose all 4. But again, all 4 of these teams are some of the best in their section. You got Floodwood, who is, I think, a top 5 seed. Then they have Maple Lake, Piers, and Holdingford. I mean, just outstanding teams. They came out and did lose to Mille Lacs, but they went on a tear, beating Aiken and East Central. Then they went into a Mora tournament, going 2-2 in that tournament, where they would actually play Maple Lake again, and Becker losing to those teams. But they beat Cloquet and Carleton Renshaw.
Yeah.
Those 2 teams have over an 85 QRF. That means you're either number 2 or number 1 seed in your playoffs right now.
Right. They had a great showing up in Mora.
They really did. I mean, and then they came out and won 2 of their last 3, losing to only Rush City, but then beating both Hinckley and Ogilvy 3-0 for a total of 6-0 in their last 2 of their 3 games. So a pretty impressive run here for the Braham Bombers. And like you said, it feels like they're finally understanding who they are. Their identity is coming to light. And again, beating a dead horse, but that is exactly what you want to be doing at the end of the season.
Right. You want to be playing the best volleyball you have all season towards the playoffs, especially with the section that Braham is playing in. They are the 6th seed. Unfortunately, Mayor Lutheran is in the top seed, and that's going to be a tough out for anybody. But outside of that, I don't think there's – I think it's obtainable to get to the section championship.
Yeah, this is a kind of a other that you mentioned, the number 1 seed. This is kind of anybody's section outside of the number 1 seed. Again, Braham got the 6th seed. That's kind of where they were all year long in this section. And again, weird section, very big section. But number 6, they've got a few teams that there are the teams ahead of them are barely 500 or just over. I mean, Lester Prairie's 8-12. Not sure which ISM/CA is. Maybe we'll look and find out. But they're just over 500. Let's see. That is, well, we're not going to know. Anyway, they're the Huskies. That's all I know. But they are just over 500 at 11-7. So pretty much everyone but the top seed is hovering around that 500 mark, other than Mayor Lutheran, who's only 21-7 and the number 1 seed in all of the state of Minnesota. So you know what?
Is that good?
I don't know. I thought you wanted the big number. That's what I thought. No. But here's the thing about Mayor Lutheran. They didn't play a section game this year.
Yeah, and, that is something to look at, and they did lose their last match of the regular season, so they're not bulletproof.
No, and I think when you see a team that is now, I hate to use them as a reference, but I'm going to, and it is nothing on them. But look at Rush City last year. 8-0 during the regular season, got the number 1 seed, rightfully so, but then they had to play a section game, and well, they kind of got it handed to them by Cannon Falls. And I it's unfortunate to me when I think about teams that don't get to play a section game, because it's like you really don't get a taste until you get to playoffs. I don't think that's super fair to teams at all, especially for a team like Braham, when you've got, again, all these schools that they don't get to play in their section, whereas last year they played almost all of them, if not close to twice.
Yeah, and you look at a conference or a section, and it's sort of like an ecosystem. It has a life of its own. It has an identity. When you look at the NFC North, it's going to be, a drop-down, beat-down fight. You're not going to have a lot of high-flying plays. It's kind of that kind of idea when it comes to section play and conference play in high school sports.
Exactly, and so the reason why I bring that up is I think Mayor Lutheran might be susceptible. Now, they are the number 1 seed for a reason, but is there a chance that they could fall in their first game, second game championship because they haven't played a section game? Absolutely there is, and I think there's a bigger chance than people think, and I think they have to prove they're number 1 seed in their section. Again, a lot of people might be going, what do you mean, Ethan? But how many times have we – look at Liberty Classical Academy, who was 6-0, Heritage Christian 4-2. We know Heritage Christian. Yeah. They're a tough out. There's no reason why a team like a Braham or anybody else in this section couldn't go to Mayor Lutheran and wind up getting an upset win. There is that chance. And if Braham can get on the roll, we know that we've seen that they can do. Look out anyone in their way.
Absolutely.
Well, that is going to do it here for our Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch. You can tune up your swing there, or you can use their pitching machine, their state-of-the-art pitching machines, I should mention, or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch in the Tanger Outlet Mall North Branch. Well, that's going to do it for us. We're going to get our national anthem, our starting lineups, and then when we return, we will have First Serve here on WCMP and KBEK.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another Men's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Men's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Mille Lacs Health System has been standing in partnership with their patients for over 65 years. Their mission is to assist those residing in and visiting the Mille Lacs area in achieving and maintaining optimal health. Mille Lacs Health System providing urgent care and emergency services on their main campus in Onamia and family medical care in Onamia, Isle, Hillman, and Garrison. They salute the youth in the communities they serve and wish them good health and good luck.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, we're getting set for first serve here in Braham. And very few places like Braham to come and call a game as we get ready for the starting lineups here. So we start with the Sejong Academy White Tigers. For them, it will be number 1, freshman Christina 2. Freshman number 2, December Say. Freshman number 4, Golden Bell. A junior number 9, Elizabeth Lowe. A sophomore, number 13, Mu Si-so, and another junior, number 15, Esther Kyung. And now for your Braham Bombers starters, Adam Hefty with your starting lineup.
All right, we have Zoanne Glassman, Olivia Keys, Morgan Rysdam, senior Mackenzie Golly, senior Bridget Golly, and junior Lauren Lenez. So both these teams coming in with a lot of youth.
Yes, Sejong, not a senior in sight for this squad. They got 4 juniors. The rest are, 2 sophomores. The rest are freshmen and 8th graders. That's just to let you know how young these teams are. As we get ready for first serve here in this one, Bombers and White Tigers going at it.
Now, you did mention that sophomore Isabel Schachman does play the majority of the match as a libero. She is not listed in the starting lineup, but it looks like she's getting ready to check in.
Yeah, she, the libero sometimes does not get that starter mention, only because she will sub in for one of the starters, and then they'll rotate usually around her or with somebody else, and she has stayed in for a large portion of the match. And you know what? I'm too short. I'm standing. So I'm not like these tall people.
And when we're talking about Isabel Schachman, we were talking about it on the morning show that she plays the libero position like a third baseman.
I still think, that wrestler in her is why she plays so aggressive, whether it's volleyball, softball, doesn't matter. She's a wrestler. She's a very tough wrestler at that. And I think one of the reasons she plays so well and is kind of fearless is that wrestler in her.
Yeah.
And you have to be fearless when you're wrestling. Meanwhile, Sejong will get the serve. It is dug up by Classman. They'll send it forward. It is, that's Rysdam with the kill. The first one of the evening. It's 1-0.
Morgan Rysdam with a violent kill there to start things out.
And if you're Braham getting the first point, important here at home, as we'll see Lauren Lenez go back to serve now, the 5'7" junior with the serve. This one is just not a clean dig there by number 4, Golden Bell. It's an ace for Lauren Lenez.
So good start for the Bombers, up 2-0 early on.
Lenez with another serve, right back towards Bell, but a clean dig this time, and they'll get it over on the set. On that near side, they'll get the dig, and now looking for the kill that time is Mackenzie Golly, but dug up by the White Tigers. On that far side, they'll get it, and just a miss hit that time. Couldn't quite get it over the net, and it's 3-0.
So a couple of volleys there by both squads. Braham coming away with the point.
Another Lenez serve, and this time they will get it to Musiso, excuse me. This will be an ace for Lenez once again, and make it 4-0. I think for the White Tigers here in this one, I think it's, a nice diving dig, meanwhile, and that gets in. What a great play there.
Yeah, good athleticism by the White Tigers.
Yeah, that was a diving dig on that far sideline. I thought it was going to go out. It stays in, and then on the set, they get it over. And now looks like we may get a substitution here for the White Tigers. Looks like we will. No? Oh, they thought about it.
I don't know enough about volleyball to know what happened there. They got a yellow card. It was a substitution yellow card.
Yeah, so I don't, again, you and I are in the same boat. I don't know if it's a set time you have to get a sub in after you say it, or if it's you got to go to the correct spot. Either way, it's going to be Sejong to serve and looking for the kill. And getting it through a block, I might add, is Mackenzie Gawley.
Mackenzie Gawley got one of those players that has gotten much better over the season.
So Braham will get it back. As Braham will ready the serve. Morgan Rysdam there. She doesn't wrestle, but she might as well. That's how she plays. My goodness. Here's the serve. It's over. And another ace. Musiso unable to get that one cleanly on the dig. And it's 6-1.
Yeah, 6-1. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Bombers here.
Another serve. Right down the middle, and a little bit of miscommunication there. It'll be another ace this time for Rysdam. And I want to finish with what I was saying. I think for Sejong Academy, I think they just need a couple of confidence-boosting plays because you're going on the road. It's your first season competing in the MSHSL playoffs. That's a tall task.
Yeah, there was a good return there by the White Tigers.
Oh, I think we got a little bit lucky, did Sejong. That hit by Bridget Gawley went long. They actually went to go for the dig. They missed. Now, maybe she missed on purpose. That could be the case. I could just be an idiot. But with that miss, it went long, so Sejong going to get a point here. And now the serve that time from December Say is over, dug up. And off the net, it's going to get dug up, but then it hits into the net, and it will be a point for Braham.
Unfortunate for Sejong Academy is, Bridget Gawley's kill hit the top of the net and just kind of fell over the net.
Schockman with the serve, and she needs to go back to that serve. Because it took a nosedive a little bit sooner than she wants, but if that gets over the net, good luck.
Yeah.
That's one of those serves where it's just like, we'll just let it go, and maybe she'll serve something different. Christina, too, will serve now, dug up on that far side by Braham, and then the hit from Olivia Keys for the kill.
So now 9-3 here in the first set.
Yeah, I want to see Schockman be able to serve again because if she can go back to that serve, oh my goodness. Ava Kunke is in the game, and she will serve. She is in for Mackenzie Gawley. Ava Kunke, the serve is over. Dug up there by Say, and they're just unable to get it over on that third hit. Fell a little bit behind the 8-ball that time. But again, your first year competing, there's a lot to learn. Again, as we mentioned pregame, just this area, you go 10 miles, 20 miles, anywhere in any direction, you're running into rich volleyball history.
Yeah, absolutely.
Serve is over, dug up by Sejong, and now they'll push it to this near side, and is it...
I'm gonna say long.
For Olivia Keys. Looked like a good hit, but just long.
Had that sideline.
Yeah, I thought it was a good hit, but just long, and I will trust their eyes because even with the glasses, I'm still blind.
Well, Sejong didn't believe it was their serve.
Musiso with the serve, and just mishit that one. Make it 11-4. Again, there's a lot to learn in volleyball, and this is a young team, and to play as an organized sport, that's a lot to take on in 1 year.
It is, and we're going to see a lot from this team.
as they did a good job getting the dig over. Then on the set, Braham was able to get it over, and just out of position there was Sejong Academy.
A couple unconventional points for the Bombers here in the first set.
So Ann Klassman will serve. It's going to wind up being an ace. Just some miscommunication back there for Sejong. And it's 13-4 now, Braham. Klassman, only a sophomore, was able to interview her when they played Rush City. That one's going to go long. Good job by Sejong just to let that one go. Now, we've seen them kind of be aggressive on those, but I think that's a sign of them settling in. They were confident in letting that one go.
Absolutely. Just settling into this match.
Elizabeth Lowe.
Just long.
Good-looking serve, though.
Mm-hmm.
That was
that's another one of those serves you want him to go back to.
Yes, yes. Olivia Keys will serve for Braham. Right-handed serve. Oh, nice diving dig to get her hand underneath it, but then just too close to the net for comfort there for Sejong Academy. Again, I don't care if you're playing professionally or high school. Those that get that close to the net or ricochet off the net, those are so tough. And now miscommunication here. The young lady in front, December Say, went after it. She had her backline defender back there who was about to get it, so just a little bit of miscommunication.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and just Braham coming out to a 16-5 lead.
So we'll take 30 seconds after timeout here by Sejong Academy.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Back here on WCMP and KBEK, 106.5 FM and 95.5 FM. The Bombers lead 16-5 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. That Cambridge location is brand spanking new. If you haven't been through, traveling west on 95, it is on the north side of the road in between Starbucks and Caribou. And it is a brand new building, beautiful building, by the way.
They have coffee down there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
huh.
It's weird.
It's unique. No.
yeah. As we got a coffee shop on like every street corner nowadays. Meanwhile, nice job by Sejong Academy getting that one over. Golden Bell, great awareness, but Braham looking to come back with one. It's Bridget Golly who got it into out-of-bounds territory, and they get it over. Golden Bell, great job. Oh my, no way. No way. So, oh my, it went into the
the
heating vent. Oh my goodness. That's a first.
Yeah, I have not seen that. It's like a platform.
Wow.
So they'll have to replay the point.
Oh my goodness. That's the highlight of this game. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what the final is. That's the highlight of this game. We need to have video. That would have been so cool to get.
It never happened.
Meanwhile, Morgan Rysdam will get the kill here. Oh, my goodness.
That was a jump ball, so basically they had to replay the point. But sort of unfortunate for Sejong Academy because Braham was scrambling on that point.
Yeah, they were. It was a good hit to get it over, and then the dig that actually put it up in the heating fan was the one that probably would have had Sejong get a point, but unfortunately it just
it was almost like in slow motion.
Yeah, it was too.
We watched it go in there, and you're like, what's happening?
Olivia Keys, meanwhile, that last serve went for an ace. We're having too much fun with that last one. Meanwhile, Sejong does get a good dig, but then just out of position is Golden Bell. I've been really impressed with Golden Bell here after this timeout. She has kind of stepped up for this Sejong team. Been one of these spots where I think this team can kind of lean on now.
Yeah, absolutely. And, they're putting forth a good effort.
Keys with the serve. It's dug up on the back line by 2, and they will hit it over with Say. Dug up right in the middle. And now Morgan Rysdam. You can't let her square one up, and it's so tough to say that because as if you can control them getting it to her.
This isn't like basketball where you can defend it.
Yeah, right. Right, you can just cross the net, be like, no, you can't. No. Wouldn't that be something? New rule change? Keys with the serve. It's dug up, and just not going to get it over. Great effort there that time by Elizabeth Lowe. Got it, the height on it, just didn't get that arch to get it back over the net. And again, the willingness and the resiliency here from Sejong, impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're putting forth a good effort.
Ooh, miscommunication there that time, and Keys
got that change-up working there.
Yeah, it was a very nasty serve, and I wouldn't even want that coming at me if it was on a string and someone was able to just hold it there for me. I'd still miss it. Meanwhile, this hit is over by Say. Dug up by the Bombers on this near side, looking for the kill, Bridget Golly, and she will get the kill.
So now 23-5 here in the first set.
Glassman will look to Coach Giffro as to where to put this serve. And she'll take something off it. Diving dig, pushes it back across. They'll line it up near side for Bridget Golly. Dug up nicely by 2-0, and then it hits the rafters and comes sailing straight back down.
Now it's a set point here for the Bombers.
That's unfortunate because Sejong had a really good dig that time, and they weren't able to play off of it because it hit the rafters. But Keys will serve, dug up, and they do get it over on the set. And Rysdam there for the dig. They'll set it up this time for Glassman, who's going to hit it long. She's almost beside herself on that one. She's kind of just standing there saying,
"Yeah,
you serious right now?"
She got a good handle of it, though.
She did, but just a little too far underneath it. And now going back to serve will be Golden Bell, the freshman for Sejong Academy. And good serve, it is over. Glassman there for the dig, and they'll look to set it up for Bridget Golly. And you can't do much better than that on that kill. And Golly will finish off set number 1 with the kill, 25-6. Set 1 belongs to the Bombers after the Bridget Golly kill. We'll take commercial break here in our Hones Auto Body and Glass set break. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora has state-of-the-art facilities and 44-plus years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KBEK.
The Classic Edge HDX from Center Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you. This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX. The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating. It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us. Can't wait to get out there.
Yeah, man, I'm ready for the season.
Hey guys, you gonna finally let me in on the big hunt this year?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Honey, there's a lot of preparation that goes into hunting.
Preparation, huh? Like
Getting to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn in Mora so I can have the right gun, scope, blind, and stand. And no matter what caliber I'm shooting, Bob always has the right ammo.
Ha, thanks, boys. I went to Almost Yours Gun and Pawn. They have everything a hunter needs to be prepared.
Okay.
I do love Almost Yours Gun and Pawn.
907 Union Street, Mora.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Back here on both WCMP and KBEK, you see the dash underneath the Bombers' name. That signifies the set victory, so they lead 1-0 over Sejong Academy after winning set 1, 25-6. Ended with a Bridget Golly kill. So we will get ready for the second set here in Braham. And Sejong getting their team back out there. For Braham, solid first set. A few things that they'll want to clean up a little bit here in number 2, but I was really impressed with Sejong's ability to come out of their timeout they used and just be a little bit more confident. I know this first set was lopsided, and again, maybe that's how it will be for the rest of the game. Maybe not. We'll see. But for them to come out with the ability to overcome what they had and just play volleyball, while it may seem irrelevant when this is over, that can go a long ways for a team like Sejong.
Especially a young team like Sejong Academy.
As we'll get the first kill here to start the set, Mackenzie Gawley, off the fingertip of a Sejong Academy player. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I think that was going to go long, but it was offered at there by the White Tigers.
Bell with the dig now for Sejong, and Say will get it just over the net, dug up there by Bridget Gawley on this near side for Mackenzie, and it's a kill for Mackenzie once again.
Starting out the same way they went in the first set.
Braham off to a good start. Lauren Lenez will ready the serve. It is up and over. Dug up there by Lowe. And hitting it over is 2. Dug up on the back line by Klassman. Now shoving it over here. Oh, it hits the net for Bridget Gawley, but it does get over. So the net, the friend that time. And the left-handed hit is, what?
Well, they're going to call a violation on the Bombers here.
Okay. Yeah, usually get a whistle like that early on, and it usually means a violation of some sort. Meanwhile, Rise, it did go long.
Yeah, it went wide, but my goodness.
Yeah,
there was some velocity on that one.
With Risedam, again, she is only a junior, which is crazy. This one going to come up short on the serve from Hosanna John. So it will be Braham's point. But with Risedam, I think sometimes she gets a little too much time to think about the hit. Because sometimes those hard hits go a little bit long. I don't know. It just seems like she maybe thinks about it a little too much.
And that went over the rafters, went out of bounds.
What?
We're having some fun with physics here tonight, Ethan.
Yeah, oh, my goodness. I didn't think that was going to get through. I thought it was going to hit the divider. What a play, though. And this serve going to wind up being an ace. So it'll make it 5-2. Or, yes, 5-2. Okay. I was just a tad early. Morgan Risedam will get another ace here this evening. Morgan Risedam, a versatile player, plays all over not just the court, but many different sports, basketball and softball included. This one gets over and punching it back and forth are the Bombers and White Tigers, and then the hit here is long.
Yep, just a little too hot on that one.
Mackenzie Gawley.
Good reaction, though, by Sejong Academy.
Yeah, they did a really good job there after that dig, push it back over, and they got it back across the net, and now they get a serve after the long hit. Say will serve. And it comes up. It's Schockman there for the dig on that far side. Bridget Gawley looking for the kill. She gets it.
Michaela Carlson in for the Bombers, giving Morgan Risedam a rest. Now Olivia Keys in for Braham.
Carlson, one of those seniors for this squad. They come in with 4 seniors this year. Schockman will ready her serve. This one, not the same as last time we talked about that we wanted to see again, but it winds up getting down for a point after Sejong got the dig. They set and then just a little bit out of place on the next hit. But again, Schockman, a very versatile player herself, only a sophomore, believe it or not. Youth all over the place, and another one that's going to be dug up initially by Musi So, and then just, again, couldn't quite find it. After that, as it was real close to the net. And again, any play close to the net like that is just so tough to get.
Right.
Schockman with the serve. It's going to be an ace for Isabel Schockman.
So now 9-3 here in the second set. Braham won the first set 25-6. So Sejong Academy is closing up that gap just a little bit here in that second set.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see if you're Sejong. Again, it was lopsided in the first, and you can kind of just tell Braham is the more seasoned team.
Right.
But if you're Sejong, just get the experience. And what a play there by Keys. That wasn't even necessarily perfectly lined up for her. She just adjusted really well and made a fantastic hit.
Absolutely. There was a There was a play in the first set where she went a little long, and she adjusted now and got it down.
Very, very good play there for Braham. And now serve from Schachman is over, dug up by Ciso, and then just blocked at the net and hit right back down.
Glassman now got the block.
I'm glad you said Glassman because I was going to guess and say someone else. So
well, who's to say I was right?
I mean, hey, this is only radio, so they can't tell. Meanwhile, the serve is over from Schachman again, dug up, and on that far sideline, they get it over, and dug up by Keys. Now they'll push it over, and, miscommunication between her and Schachman as to who was supposed to get that one. Looked like, I don't know. I could say it should have been Schachman as the libero, but I think Keys was in a better spot for it.
I do appreciate that more than when the ball just hits the floor because of a miscommunication.
Yeah, I'd rather see two players go after it and then it winds up hitting the floor than not at all. Meanwhile, Grace Kunke into the game. Seems like we've had Kunkies here for a while. Serve is over and looking for the kill. Glassman. Oh, it's kept alive by Sejong.
Good effort, though.
Yeah, great play by Elizabeth Lowe on that far sideline. Just couldn't put it back into play.
Now, Ava Kunke coming in. I think Braham leads the conference in twins. So
they've got to. And Ava Kunke will serve. Over and dug up by Say. At the net, they push it backwards.
Good
nice
effort,
job.
yeah.
Getting that one over. That again was Ciso. And is that in? It is. And that's a kill there for Glassman. 13-4. So Ava Kunke in and to serve again. She and her twin, only juniors as well. And this is going to be an ace.
Yeah, good effort, though, by December Say.
Yeah, that's a really good diving effort there again. I think if you're Sejong Academy, it is lopsided once again, but the effort is what you want to see.
And we've seen it.
And just couldn't quite get that one. That was a really tough dig. They got the dig, and then the set had to really be kind of manipulated, and I mean, just too tough that time. But again, the effort there as Ava Kunke will serve once again. It is over with the dig. It gets back across. Glassman will set. Now, dig, and then on this near side, it is Keys with the kill on the back line.
Keys has that height there in the front line, and she's been showing it here in the second set.
Timeout call. We'll take a timeout as well. 30 seconds back here on KBK and WCMP.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Bet you didn't know there were going to be celebrities in attendance tonight here, Adam. We've got our very own Pine Insurance Player of the Game from Tuesday, Eric Duvernay.
Yeah.
In attendance here this evening.
We got a lineman as a player of the game.
Yes.
That was fun. I love that.
I love when we can give big men the recognition they deserve.
Oh, yeah.
Far too often they get overlooked, and when we're talking about them, it's like, oh, he missed that, or holding, this, that.
They were the difference on Tuesday.
So here's the serve from Ava Kunke. It's dug up by Sejong, and just couldn't get it over. Christina 2 with the hit. And it will be 17-4. Yeah, the offense and defensive line make the difference in games. And for Braham, good-looking effort there on Tuesday. Meanwhile, this hit is over. Winds up getting back over on the dig from Sejong. And now they have a chance to get it over and just unable to get it over Musi. So great effort, but just a little bit mishit on that one.
Yeah, it was set up really well, but Musi just kind of mistimed her jump.
And you know the trouble with a lot of those hits, they look like, oh, that's easy. How didn't you get it over? Well, when that ball is spinning like that, when you're trying to go after it, it's spinning, and sometimes you just mishit it. So there's a lot of different reasons why there's a mishit, and it doesn't just happen to young teams like Sejong.
Yeah,
we've seen it with veteran teams.
Right, and that's where a setter is so important. Mm-hmm. When you have a Lauren Lennes there in the front line, it helps so much.
Ava Kunke will serve again after Braham got that previous point after Sejong miscommunication. This time, just couldn't get enough on it. Christina, too. That one just a little too far back that time. Unfortunate there for them. But, again, they will learn and they will grow. And that was a really good effort to race after that one. Almost getting to the flagger on that far side. Now the serve is over again, dug up by Say, and they will get it over. Nearly through the block that time from Elizabeth Lowe, and 4 hits.
Ooh.
But
that might have gone over, but it wasn't a bad play by Braham to offer at it, but I think it might have been gone over from that third hit.
I don't know. It would have been close, but here is a side-swiping serve, and it's going to be an ace. An ace for Musi So. A nice job. An unconventional serve, but it works.
Absolutely.
Another side swiping serve. This time it does get over, and great job by Lowe to keep reaching for that one, but an even better job by Keys to recognize what she was going for.
And she changed directions with it.
Exactly. She was going to go for the big kill, but realized, hey, she's there for block. I'm just going to tap this one over. Now, Zoanne Klassman with the serve. It's going to be an ace, 22-6.
So Zoanne Klassman with a great serve there.
Looks like we might get a substitution. Looks like Cernay will check into the game, the junior for Sejong. Meanwhile, Klassman with the serve. Ooh, hits the net. As I was watching that one, I was like, this is going to be an ace, but it just stayed on their side after hitting the top ribbon on the net. Elizabeth Lowe will now serve. And a lob serve over, but it does go out of bounds to make it 23-7.
I would have caught that if Grace Kunke wouldn't have been in the way.
Yeah, what the heck?
What's going on?
Come on. Olivia Keys will now serve for Braham. 23-7 they lead. Keys will take
Oh
my goodness, you can't teach it. But Sejong gets it back over.
Wow.
Keys with the dig, and now pushing it over is Grace Kunke. We've got 2 plays that we're going to be talking about here after this for a while as Zoanne Klassman, it goes long.
Wow.
First of all, the serve. Come on. I mean, how?
It's almost impossible to dig that out. I say almost because Sejong Academy was, in fact, able to dig it out and get the point.
Yeah, and then the hit went long by Braham, so Sejong has an opportunity. Oh, and unfortunately for Golden Bell, she was just set up in the perfect spot. If she wasn't there, that's long.
Yeah, the ball found her.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to put it. It did find her. 24-8. And going back to serve, it'll go back to Lennis. And trying to finish it off here, well, you can't teach it. Net the friend there that time. So the set number 2 finishes off 25-8. The Braham Bombers win it. And we'll be heading to what could be the 3rd and final set here on another Hones Auto Body and Glass set break. They are ICAR and ASE certified. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora is recommended by insurance companies. Had an accident? Let Hones Auto Body and Glass fix you up. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP and KVEK.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Alicia.
Together, we're dapper and divine. Whether you're looking for bold color,
Fresh cuts, or laid-back vibes, we're all about hair that feels like you. At Dapper and Divine, we want you to leave our salon feeling confident,
fun, and effortlessly gorgeous.
There's always room for you at Dapper and Divine. How would you like to get a brow wax for free? Mention this ad with Annie Coloring, free brow wax all month. Dapper and Divine, on the corner of Main Street, Pine City, across from the Bottle Shop.
Mom's Parkside Cafe in Pine City proudly serves breakfast skillets, scratch-made buttermilk pancakes, famous big cookies, and bread pudding with homemade caramel sauce. Enjoy home-style hot sandwiches made with real mashed potatoes and gravy. Voted Pine County's best breakfast, best lunch, and best soup and salad. This quaint cafe is owner-operated with a small-town feel. Stir in family and a sprinkle of hard work to complete the recipe for this award-winning cafe.
Order up! Mom's Parkside Cafe. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 2, and weekends, 7 till 2.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on KBEK and WCMP, Game Day Gilman, Adam Hefty out here. And Braham has won the first 2 sets, 25-6, 25-8, and tried to make it a clean sweep tonight over Sejong Academy before traveling to Heritage Christian Academy on Saturday, where they will play basically at the same time the Bombers football team is playing. And I've always found that unfortunate because you've got fans from both sides who want to be there for both teams and unfortunately can't. And a lot of times they support each other. We've got some of the football players here tonight. You got the volleyball players who want to support their football players.
You have brothers and sisters playing.
Exactly. So I've always found that to be tough, but they will go on per usual. Meanwhile, the first serve from Sejong here winds up being a point for Braham, so they now lead 1-0. Back to serve, Lauren Lenez with the serve. It is over, dug up by Bell. And the third hit, it'll be a pushover by Say. Dug up by the Bombers, and on this near side, a cross-court hit from Mackenzie Gawley is good enough for a point to make it 2-0.
One of those twins.
Yes.
Braham
yes.
leading the conference in twins.
As that ball decided to take a vacay real quick, but it was found out.
Well, it's getting hit all the time.
I know. I feel bad. Serve is over, dug up, and then pushed over. Nice job by Christina, too. Pushed back over by Lenez, and it's going to wind up being a kill.
Caught Sejong Academy off guard there as Lenez just pushed it over. So a little bit premature there.
Yeah, and it's tough for a young team. You don't know all the nuances of the game, and it just caught him off guard there. And this will be an ace for Lenez. This is Lenez's Lauren Lenez. No, it's her third ace.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try and make that plural. That is just going to sound really stupid on my part. I can't say it clean enough to where it will sound good. Lenez's serve is over. It's dug up on that back line by Cernay, and then, a miscommunication on that third hit. There were a couple players there who thought, hey, you're going to get it, and that's where the communication part of it comes in to where, again, they're kind of looking at each other and it falls, but just need to, again, speak up, but it's hard when you're in an intimidating atmosphere like this is.
Oh, my gosh. What a play there by Sejong Academy getting that back corner.
Wow, nice job there, and they did that backwards as well. I think that might have been Hosanna John who got that one to make it 5-1. Here's that under fist serve. It is dug up by Classman. They'll push it on this near side into the net, hit by Mackenzie Gawley. That makes it 5-2.
So a couple straight points by the White Tigers here.
Yeah, 5-2 now. Get a mistake from Braham. Sometimes that's all it takes, though, is you force the other team into a mistake or two, and then all of a sudden a snowball. Morgan Rysdam, that is not how she wanted that one to work out. And then 2 mistakes in one, and that is something you will not see again from Braham, especially Morgan Rysdam. She had that in Rush City's game, and I said she wouldn't make the mistake. She didn't. That's one thing about her is in the heat of the moment, she's able to realize, okay, don't do that again.
Right.
And I think they're going to get her for a lift this time, or did she cross the line? She crossed the line.
Yeah, so now 4 points in a row by the White Tigers.
And that's unfortunate for Rysdam because that hit completely missed it. It was just a miss hit. It happens. It wound up getting over, but then she went to go for the block, and it almost landed in her lap, so she just hit it again anyways for the double hit. This went into the net. Oh, they're going to say it was tipped.
But it goes long.
So Sejong catches a break.
Yeah, so now we're tied.
We are tied. Well,
okay.
That's all you need is the mistake, and then it kind of goes from there. And Sejong getting just that right now. And
looking for the ball here.
Yeah, they should have just got her a new one. They got one sitting there, brand new. It hasn't been hit yet. It needs to be broken in. John will serve. It's over, dug up by Klassman. Lennis sets it up for Rysdam, and dug up nicely there by Bell, and they get it over.
Good effort by the White Tigers.
And that will end the run. Bridget Gawley breaks the tie with the kill.
Got above the net and got the ball down.
I think that's something here on that 5-point run. I think Braham just overthought it a little bit. Rysdam with the serve, dug up there by Bell. And what? What? Did that levitate in the air? What is happening tonight?
There's another platform up there, and we would have just lost our minds if another one would have been up there. We would have ran out of volleyballs.
We would have.
I'll have to get a ladder.
Rysdam serve is
Oh
over.
my gosh.
What a great play there by Two. Just getting a hand on it to get it over. Bell, Two, gets it over, and it winds up, well, hey, almost by Mackenzie Gawley with the kick, but what a great play there by Sejong.
Peyton Gagne in for the Bombers.
And hey, Adam, it's a 1-point game.
It's a 1-point game.
December Say will serve. Shockman there, set by Lennis. And, just a phenomenal play by Mackenzie Gawley. Exactly where that one needed to be. But, again, a great sliding effort by Sejong, but it will be a kill for Gawley. And it will be now Isabel Shockman back to serve for the Bombers.
Found a spot where they weren't.
That's so hard to do, though, on the run when you're getting up to the net and trying to make adjustments. But she did it on the fly. December Say will get the dig after the serve from Shockman, and it will wind up getting out of play on the set.
It seems like Sejong Academy has really played a lot cleaner here in this third set.
Yeah, and for them, again, a very inexperienced team, a young team, first year in the MSHSL. But this, again, you learn a lot from playing a team like this. I mean, Braham, there's a couple other schools that you could learn from, Rush, Pine, and Mora. But Braham is one of the, again, premier volleyball schools to learn from. And they're going to learn a lot. Meanwhile, this set did not go the way they needed it to. It wind up getting over the net and wind up getting on the Sejong Academy side of the court for a point. Unconventional, but it works.
Hey, good work if you can get it.
Exactly. Shockman with the serve. It winds up getting back over. Keys is there. Pushed back down by Gawley on the block.
So Gawley now puts them up 11-6, and they've opened up a 5-point lead.
Yeah, but you mentioned Sejong playing a little bit cleaner here this set. Got a few bounces to go their way. And again, sometimes all you need is to get into the other team's head. I think they did that a little bit there on that run. Shockman serve will wind up being an ace, make it 12-6.
Not much you can do about that. It looked like a slider almost.
Yeah, it was nasty coming down and very, very tough chance at it. Shockman quickly looks to her coach to see where to go. Another ace for Shockman, her third now of the evening.
So now 6 straight for the Bombers.
And we'll get a substitution here. Looks like Lei Hua will check into the game for Hosanna John.
So they're still trying to figure out substitutions.
Yeah.
So they're a very young team. They'll get it, but still learning.
Hey, Hua checks into the game and gets a dig. And then it's hit over here on that far side by Lowe. And Keys will get it off the net.
Yeah, it didn't look like she got a good piece of it. Didn't get high enough, but successful nonetheless as it hits the top of the net and falls over.
Sometimes that net can be friend or foe. It was friend there that time. And you'll take it 14-6. Braham leads on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They want to provide world-class orthodontic care and friendly, comfortable atmosphere. Plus, you'll enjoy a smile you'll embrace forever. Serve is over, dug up by Sejong, then pushed back over here by Keys. Back over by Sejong. Now on, had to readjust, and, well, it works out. It was not pretty.
But Gagne got the kill.
Gagne will get the kill. That was, she had to readjust, I mean, in a hurry, but she did a good job of doing so. Serve is over by Shockman, and hit back over by Cernay. Dug up by the Bombers. Keys. Oh, that looked weird, but it winds up getting over. Now back across on the hit from 2. And this at the net gets over. Back across by Ney. And back across again off the set by Braham. It winds up getting over. Gagne will get it, and it is hit back across. And Sejong just can't quite keep it in.
That was a fun point, though.
Yeah, it was. My goodness, back and forth they went. Got another substitution here. In for Ney is number 5. That's Lemon Yumu.
Letha Yumu.
Serve will go into the net here by Braham. So it'll be 16-7 now. And back to serve. Is that number 1? Christina 2. Just does get over, but a great awareness there by Braham. And now Keys off the net again. Say is there for the dig. And Yumu will get it. Here's the hit. It's going to go long from Gagne. They get 16-8.
Yeah, cutting the lead in half to 16-8. This 2 will be back to serve.
It's over. Dug up by Rysdam. They'll push it to Keys on this near side. And it's dug up by Wah and pushed back over for the block from Mackenzie Gawley.
Yeah, and it looks like Carlson and Klassman will come in.
Again, Carlson, one of these seniors on this squad for Braham. And it looks like she will serve. And, I thought it was going to get over.
I thought the backspin was going to push it over.
Man. So, well, people can't see that. We'll describe what it is. So the serve went into the top ribbon of the net and almost had enough spin to get it over, but it just stayed on the Braham side. Meanwhile, the Sejong serve is over, and woo! She found it this time. Keys did for the kill.
Yeah, Keys getting a lot of work there in the front line.
I think they're just trying to get Keys into more of a rhythm. They've set her up quite a few times here in this third set. Rysdam out. In comes Bristol Lakeberg, a freshman here for Braham. And Klassman will serve. Dug up by 2. Set back into play. Did that get over?
It did, yeah. So a little miscommunication on the Bombers' side.
I'm not going to lie. I didn't think it got over. I thought it went through the net. Thought there was a gaping hole on that left side of the net, and it just went through it. What a play, though, for Sejong Academy. And now to serve, I think that's number 9, Elizabeth Lowe. Nearly an ace, but a diving dig by Klassman to save it. And Shockman will push it over. And it's still alive, but it will be staying on their side on that third hit. Great effort, though. And Braham will get another serve. Shockman out. In comes Bridget Gawley. And back to serve is Olivia Keys. Here's the serve. Keys.
And an ace
make it
for
a point.
Keys.
So 20-10. And Keys will try and finish this off as they are 5 away. Keys' serve is over, dug up by Lowe. And it gets into the net before Bell can get there for the set.
It's so difficult playing it off the net.
It is, and not only that, that ball was moving quickly to the net, and Bell just couldn't get there in time. It's so hard to judge how quickly that ball is going, especially, like you mentioned, when it's going at the net. Meanwhile, getting it over. Oh, she lost her shoe! Latte Yumu lost her shoe as she got the set. Oh, but she's up and smiling about it. You gotta love that. just enjoying her time out there.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
I mean, this is a game after all.
Oh, it is. As competitive as it is, you got to have fun while you're doing it. But I can't believe she lost her shoe and was still playing an ace there. And that's so tough for Lowe. She was trying in between whether she should bump it or use her hands. But
it's that indecision that really gets in the way.
And it's so tough with Keys. We've seen how many of her serves have been so close to that net and how the spin on it has just been nasty. So it's tough to judge those sometimes. This one, again, coming up short. There'll be another ace here for Keys.
What a great serve that was.
And it'll be match point now for the Bombers, 24-10, as Keys will look to try and finish it off and send her team to Heritage Christian on Saturday. There it is. And there it is. 25-10, that'll be it. The Bombers get the clean sweep here over Sejong Academy. 25-10 here is the final in the third, and they win 3-0 over the White Tigers of Sejong Academy. Well, we're going to come back, have a recap of this one. We'll have our Pine Insurance Player of the Game as well. But first, a word from our fine sponsors here on KBK and WCMP.
Are you tired of long commutes to the Twin Cities to work in the HVAC field? Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City is now hiring full-time installation and service technicians to join their growing team. Dale's Heating and Appliance is an established Lennox Premier dealer looking to expand their business. Benefits include competitive wages, health insurance, paid vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and more. Submit your resume to daleshvac@yahoo.com or visit Dale's Heating and Appliance in downtown Pine City today.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
A jewelry store.
Nada.
Then it's a thrift store?
Nada.
A pawn shop.
Nada. Another Man's Treasure is not a lot of things. What it is a place to find gently used power tools, hand tools, tires, fishing and hunting gear, motocross gear, and a ton of other cool stuff. Stop by and sell your gently used items, or buy something at a fraction of the price of buying it new. Another Man's Treasure in Becker, Princeton, East Bethel, Rice Lake, Wisconsin, or North Branch. Or visit Another Man's Treasure on Facebook and see what came in today.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service? A celebration of life in a chapel? Maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Metvin Funeral and Cremation Services has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decision now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Metvin Funeral Home in Mora, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at metvinfuneralhome.com.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Guy Fieri's Flavor Town is now available at your Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. You know, Guy Fieri of Food Network fame is rolling out some of his favorites like the mac and cheese burger, sweet heat chicken and waffle, jalapeno potato nuggets, and candy chaos cookies. And you can only get these at your local Freeway Holiday Station store. Flavor Town is rolling out now. Guy Fieri's new Flavor Town at the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City. 'Cause you gotta stop somewhere.
Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch invite you to check out their 2 full lots of quality used vehicles. They've got a car or truck for any size budget. Get your next vehicle from a local dealer with a great reputation. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics in North Branch are going to put you into a vehicle that you will love at a price you can afford. For more information, visit rushcityauto.com to view up-to-date inventory. Rush City Auto and Standard Auto and Classics. Quality used vehicles, rushcityauto.com. Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit Kettle River Pizza fundraising on Facebook to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today. That's great tasting pizza.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
We will have a Pine Insurance Player of the Game joining us quickly. In fact, they might be joining us more quickly than we originally thought. So with that, we will have our Pine Insurance Player of the Game join us. And I'm going to hand it over to Adam, who will take over, and we'll hand the mic over to our Player of the Game.
You want to come over on this side? We're joined by senior Bridget Golly here, getting a lot of run this tonight here in their victory over Sejong Academy, getting a sweep over the White Tigers 25-6, 25-8, and 25-10. Bridget, coming into this playoff match, you finished strong in the regular season. What did you want to see coming into this playoff match against the White Tigers?
We just wanted to see ourselves play together and just work through it together. We didn't know what we were going to see or what was coming. So.
Yeah, and there was a lot of clean play here this tonight with you guys. What was the secret to that? Was it kind of a game plan, getting into a clean type of game?
Yeah, so this last week of practice, we've been working really hard, like extra hard, and we're just really building those connections for further in playoffs.
Gotcha. And then now you have Heritage Academy waiting for you, or Heritage Christian waiting for you on Saturday. What's something that you can take from this match and take it to Saturday?
Our communication and just our fast plays when the game is slower.
All right. Well, Bridget Golly, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, and welcome back in here. We were joined by our Pine Insurance Player of the Game, Bridget Golly. Braham coming away with the victory over Sejong Academy, 25-6, 25-10, 25-8, 25-10, and that'll finish Sejong Academy's season. A lot of good effort from Sejong Academy, just didn't have the experience to really compete. There was a lot of good points, however.
Yeah, you know, what we saw in that first set is they gained confidence after that first, or the timeout. That I think, and they built off of that. They realized, hey, we can score against the team. Hey, we can compete. And then in the second set, we saw them score. Their score grew each and every set. They scored 8 in the second, and then come here in the third. It looked like they might go on a little bit of a run and give
they
Braham
tied things up at 5.
Yeah, and it looked like they might give Braham a run for their money. So I think what we just saw was the confidence for them and the understanding that, okay, yes, we're not going to win every match. Yes, this is going to be tough. We have a long ways to go. But they can compete. They can win these types of games. And they understand that they're young. But I can't wait to see, you know, again, they're not a team we cover. I really, honestly, though, I mean this, I can't wait to see what they do in the next few seasons.
Right, a very young squad. They have 8th graders playing in this match. So they're going to be better next season. We'll see what kind of seed they get in Section 4A next season. But they'll have everybody come back, not just no seniors, but only 4 juniors as well.
Yeah, so they're going to be a young team again next year. And, the juniors, they played here today, so they're just going to gain so much more experience. And I would bet you they wouldn't be maybe fighting for a middle seed next year because of that experience that they will gain here from next season. So hopefully their team continues to grow. We can only wish the best for them. But for Braham, again, a very solid performance here tonight. I think, though, in that third set, and we're not going to dog them too much. We're not gonna rag on them too much. But there's a point there where Sejong went on that run, scoring 5 unanswered. And if you're Braham, you're looking at yourselves going, we can't allow that because on Saturday, that's going to be the difference.
That 5 will turn into 8 real quick against Heritage Christian.
Exactly. So that's something, again, and that's not to discredit what Sejong did. But if you're Braham, you want to come into this playing almost perfectly clean volleyball.
Yeah.
And there were some miscues. Now, obviously, there's no such thing as a perfect game. You're going to have mistakes. But I feel like a few of those were ones where you're like, okay, we can't have that happen.
Right.
These are ones that we need to fix. So there will be some things that they want to just tweak a little bit before Saturday. But I think this getting a game in before Saturday is huge for Braham.
Well, and that's something that Coach Giffro can work on. That's a coach's best friend is a win and teachable moments.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I always say, mistakes happen, but you can fix mistakes.
Yep.
That's the beautiful thing about them is hey, these are fixable things that you can correct as you go forward. Now, the unfortunate part is you only have one day, but maybe that's all you need if you're Braham is the one day to kind of just go out and say, all right, hey, here's what we did. Here's what we'd like to see better. Let's do it, and let's get out there on Saturday against Heritage Christian Academy. Well, that is going to do it here for this one. The Bombers clean sweep over Sejong Academy, 3-0. Our Pine Insurance player of the game, of course, was again Bridget Golly this evening. Appreciate her for joining us. And stay tuned. If you want to stay tuned to all things local sports, well, you can with the man to my right, Adam Hefty, on the Front Porch Morning Show on 95.5 FM at 7:30 and 8:30. His show runs from 6 to 9, but our sports are at 7:30 and 8:30. Also on 100.9 FM, WCMP with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. Another way you can stay tuned is liking and subscribing to our numerous YouTube accounts and YouTube channels. Be sure to subscribe to those. That way, anytime we go live with a local sporting event, you will get the notification. All you got to do is click on it. It will take you right to the live audio or video. It is audio only for playoffs, so until we get to winter sports, it will be all audio, but we'll have video back for winter sports. Another way you can stay tuned is our website, kbk.com, wcmpradio.com. Go to the sports tab, hover over it, then click on sports schedule. That will take you to all the links that we have for the games coming up during that week. It is subject to change. Also on our websites, we have coaches and players interviews, articles from games that we've been at, so you can read those from our perspective if you missed them as well. Another way, our social medias, KBK, Facebook, WCMP, Facebook, Instagram for both stations, and our Twitter or X, whatever you'd like to call it, at Q Media Sports for all things local sports as well. So like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do to stay up to date with the latest in local sports. Adam, your final thoughts on this one, and then I quick want your thoughts on that Mountain Iron Buell game Saturday.
Well, I think it was a good job by Braham, just really taking their dominance of Sejong Academy and completing this game. It was a big factor to just play a clean match of volleyball, and that's exactly what they did. They were able to get a lot of, of the JV players to come into this one, which is really important, getting that playoff experience, which is huge. So they'll move on to face Heritage Christian Academy. That'll be on Saturday, so we unfortunately won't be able to be there. I'll be covering the football game over here about 50 feet to my left. But, yeah, it'll be an interesting game. We'll see if Braham can hold strong against Heritage Christian.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting one. What about that Mountain Iron Buell game? I know you didn't get to see them last time play against Mountain Iron Buell, but just a quick thought on what you think Braham does well, but what is one thing that you want to see them improve upon before Saturday?
Well, we're going to hope to see some of those injured players come back, hopefully able to get that.
I'll tell you what, their main man, Eklund, will play no matter what.
Yeah, so if that's the case, I mean, we'll see him all over the field, but I think it all starts at the line of scrimmage. We talked to Eric Duvernay. He was the player of the game on Tuesday, and he kind of centers that offensive line and defensive line. He's that big man in the middle just clogging everything up. And if you're able to do that, if you're not allowing them to run the football, it really puts a lot of pressure that air attack, and not a lot of high school football teams can really take that and run with it. So I think that's going to be the main focal point. Mount Iron Buell is going to come out swinging. You beat them. You beat them a few weeks ago, and you beat them handily.
Yeah.
You kind of embarrassed them back then, and I'm sure that is a bulletin board material type of thing, the way that Braham won that football game. So Mount Iron Buell is not 30 points worse than Braham. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out, see how strong they come out. On their side, they're going to have to come out disciplined.
Yes.
Because it is going to be, they're going to come out firing. They're going to be coming out hot. But they're going to need to stay within themselves and kind of control that and use that as their advantage instead of a detriment.
Correct. And we will have a lot of games coming up on Saturday, so stay tuned for all those. We've got more volleyball action tomorrow night as well. But for this one, the Bombers sweep the White Tigers 3-0, and they move on to Saturday to face Heritage Christian Academy. Well, for Adam Hefty, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman for WCMP and KBEK. We thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to our fine sponsors, and we wish you a great rest of your night.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
That concludes our broadcast from KBEK Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit KBEK.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station, or the Nice 95.5 mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. Nice 95.5 is KBEK FM Mora.